Hello, hello all. Hey Kimmy, how are you? Hey babe, could you get me an ice cube? Please say hi as you jump on and let me know what's in your cup. I'm having tea, but I need an ice cube for it because it is too hot. Welcome, welcome. I am Jeri Mobley, also known as the Shameless Stamper, and you can join us here live on Facebook every Saturday and Sunday and most Fridays at 2 p.m. Central Time to get some creative inspiration. We do all different kinds of videos, so you can join us for all kinds of fun. So I hope you will. And if you can't join us live, you can always check out my replays. Of course, nowadays, they're only going to be available for 30 days. So check them out while you can. Also, I have started uploading on my YouTube channel, which is also Shameless Stamper. So you can check out videos there as well. And I will be slowly getting those updated as well. Also, if you'd like to know what lives are coming up or if I've needed to make any changes like I recently did because I was sick last week, you could go to my events tab and see all of those upcoming scheduled lives. So, that said, how is everybody? I've missed you. Oh my goodness. I was gone for a week for convention and I got sick at convention. Somebody gave me the flu, which was lovely. I didn't know it till after I got home. And so all last week I was fighting the flu, plus I'm still fighting. You can probably hear it in my voice. I'm still fighting congestion. So I still have congestion in my head and in my lungs, which is great. So if I cough or anything like that, I do have a cough drop in, but if I cough or anything like that, I apologize ahead of time. And I do have my tea here to help with my throat as well. So this is my Rooibos herbal tea with local honey, lots of local honey, because honey helps the throat. I feel better. It's just it's still in my lungs and my sinuses. So that's not all gone, but the flu part, the being like uber sick part, that's gone. So I'm just dealing with the after effects now. So, while it would have been easier to not get on today, I missed you guys. And so I wanted to get on and make up what I could from last week. Also, for those of you that were hoping to do the club today, hopefully you got my message that got moved to next Friday. So that because we had a back order for the paper. And so once that came in, I was able to get that all handled. But I needed to back it up for you guys. So it happens from time to time. It is what it is. You know, we'd have to deal with back orders. So, all right. So, hey, Kimmy, Pauline, Ruthie, excuse me, Kathy. Good to see all of you guys here. Martha. So if you haven't said hi yet, please say hi and let us know what's in your cup. It looks like we've got one here. Let's see, water. Pauline's having water. So, all right. This is actually probably going to be a fairly quick video today because this is a really interesting kit for you guys, I think. I'm super excited about it. I've had lemon water already. Yes. Thank you, Kimmy. Yeah, I do hot lemon water with honey in it as well. Yeah, so that does help. Sorry, y'all are gonna have to put up with it. I'm sorry. I know it stinks, but it's better that I cough and get this done than not. So I'm doing it for you guys. Okay, I'm pushing through. All right, so this is a super cool kit, and I decided I'm going to do this a little different today than what I normally do because this Heirloom Arrangements kit is one of the cool things about it is that you can kind of do whatever you want, which is super fun. So they have 8 examples shown here, and you can make them that way if you want, but you're also going to have some leftover pieces, which is cool. And so you can make them this way, or you can make them however you want. And I just kind of want to show you what they did show you, and I'll show you my cards that I ended up making from the kit. And then I'm going to make a layout with you guys together instead of the other way around, like I normally make it ahead of time. So I thought it would be kind of fun to play around with that together. So, excuse me. So let's go ahead and open the kit and see what all is in there so that you guys can see how this works. Thanks, Flo. Okay, so this is how our kit comes in one of the cute little stripe and dot boxes. And in here, let me pull all this out of here. This kit comes with, of course, the stamp set. And so this is what the stamp set looks like. You have thankful and grateful. I appreciate your kindness. Thank you. For you. I feel lucky to have you. And then you have a background piece and a little butterfly / moth. It looks more like a moth to me, but I guess it could be either. Somebody who knows the technicalities will be able to tell the difference. I think it's a moth, but whatever. Anyway, so, excuse me. So, this is the extra stamp set from the second kit that I'll be giving away. And I do put them in these cute little Avery Elle pockets. That's how I store my own. So let's go ahead and get going with that. Oh, and also there is the pecan pie ink spot in this as well. So that's nice. I'll be using the big stamp pad today. But let's go ahead and get this opened so you can see everything that's in here. It's a really, really nice kit. I think it's great. All right. So in here, you get a thing of dimensionals. We'll set those aside. We also get a block in here. So there's a D-size block, and you get some tear and tape. All right. So those are all goodies that come in the kit. There is as always, a piece of chipboard in here to protect all your goodies. And on the other side of it is the instructions. Definitely use these for 3D projects and such. I'm going to recycle mine because I have a ton of it. Then we have our instructions, which we'll get to. I will say that you can see all of the items here on the back. It tells you the kit components will make 8 cards, and it gives you the coordinating colors. So that's in there as well. And then you have your little piece that you want to put with your stamp set. And it is in 3 languages, so we're just going to cut the other 2 away. In this case, ours is English. And I can add that to the stamp set here to give away as a gift. All right. So there's that. All right. So in here, we have all of our envelopes. The envelopes are have a lining. There are 4 that have the hatch and 4 that have the kind of like old print. It's got different things that it says on it. One of the big words that I can read, it says friendship, which is nice. And that's on the card bases too. So, and they're white envelopes, but the lining is in the pecan pie. So you want to stamp on these, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second too. So I'm going to keep one of these just to show you what they suggest you do to stamp. Okay, so we'll get to that here in just a second. We've also got 4 different card bases, 2 of each. So there's 2 that look like this. There's 2 that look like this. So those both have the hatch designs, and you've got kind of a pecan pie and a bubble bath. And then you have 2 that look like this, which you know, of course, well, This backside, while it's not exactly the same color as our cardstock, I actually didn't cut these, but I did cut these because it's got the print on it and I loved that. So of course, you know, I'm probably going to do that, right? So I am going to cut one of these to show you the example. So we'll do that in a minute. And then there's two that are in this kind of, it's got basically a Cajun craze writing on it. So it's like a lighter color than that on the paper. So we've got 4 different card bases, 2 of each. And the only ones I cut were these 2. I left the other ones and just left them full. Okay, and then you have all of these fun pieces. Let me show you. There's so many. So you've got these, and these. I'll just let you get a look at all that goodness. Isn't that amazing? Very vintagey. So this has a great vintage feel to it. We've got a bunch of flower pieces. And then the butterflies and such with some flowers. Oops, that fell out. And some more of these kind of pieces as well. And then finally, so that's 6 sheets of all these little goodies, right? Plus we have a sheet of vellum pieces that have different plant pieces to them as well. So really beautiful stuff that you can use however you want. Okay, and then you have your sentiment pieces. There are 5 of each, so you have tons to choose from to do any of whatever you want for the 8 cards, or if you make more than 8 cards like I did. Okay. Hey Kathleen, hey Marcia, Margie, Andrea, Phyllis. Okay, so good to have all you guys on. All right, so I'm going to set this aside for just a second. We'll get back to this part. I am going to cut my card base because I want to keep half of it. So I'll show you. We're going to cut this. And it really doesn't matter which side you use. It's up to you. It doesn't matter. I'm going to keep this side for later. Okay, and because I did that, I'm just going to pop it on a white card base. Y'all know me, I've always got to do that, right? If it has a design, I'm going to cut it. Hey, Kelly. All right. So we're just going to add some, oops, there we go, adhesive here. And then pop this on here. And there's our card base ready to go. Okay. So before we get to the card itself, I'm going to show you the envelopes. So what they suggest for the envelopes, if you look at the front, you can see it, is that you stamp here, which is fine if you want to stamp there. But you guys, I don't know. It's called Heirloom Arrangements from the kit collection. And if you guys haven't seen this, you can go get it at the kit collection on shamelessstamper.com. Go to shop and then go to the kit collection in your pull down menu and you'll find it. Okay, so they have you stamping here, which is fine, I guess, but I like to stamp on the front of my envelope. So, you know, it's up to you. I'm going to show you how I stamped on mine. So I'm going to grab my Stampin' mat real quick and I'm going to put down a piece of scratch paper, any kind of scratch paper you have handy. I'm going to put a clean piece down so you don't have to like look at my old mail. And, and, excuse me. Hey, Jeffrey. I'm going to grab my pecan pie and I'm going to show you a little tip because I like how this looks. So you guys can do what you want, of course, but I'm going to show you what I did. So I'm going to take the little hatch stamp and I'm going to stamp off and then stamp it over here. Okay, so it's a stamped off version of pecan pie. Then I'm going to take my little moth and I'm going to ink that up and I'm going to stamp that full. And I think that looks really cute and goes well with the envelope. You've already got this on the inside, so I don't feel like you need it on the back. But if you want to, of course, you can add that, all right? In fact, you can add this kind of thing wherever you want. Let me show you something. All right, so what I just did, I actually went over the edge so that when I fold it, you can see it's on this side too. And then I've got a little bit there, right? But my butterfly or moth, whatever it is, I wanted that on the front. I think that looks better because you're going to put your address and stuff there. So this is what I would do and what I did do with all of my envelopes. Okay, so there's the envelopes. I guess I'll leave that out because we're going to need it. Okay, moving along, we're going to talk about what we're going to do to this card. So if you open up your instructions, as always, you have 2 cards here that it shows you how to make. Now, I'm going to point out you can only make one of every card because there's only one of everything in this kit, all of these pieces, okay? There's only one of everything. You've got 2 of each of the card bases, but the stuff, there's only one of everything. So it gives you 2 examples, shows you exactly how to make those 2, and then at the bottom, it gives you an up-close shot of the other 6 cards they made. Even if you make it exactly how they make it, you're going to have pieces left over, okay? So, and I meant to print that out, but I don't think I did, or did I? Hold on, let me see if I printed that out. Yep, I think I did. So I know exactly what pieces, if you make the cards exactly as they show them, I will be able to show you exactly what pieces you'd have left over, okay? So let me show you. So I took a picture of all the pieces that I had left over. So let me show you what those are. If I made them exactly as it shows. And obviously you'll have extras of those pieces. So from your vellum, you're going to have this piece right here, this piece right here, this piece right here, and this piece right here. So there's 4 pieces of vellum that aren't shown in any of the cards. Okay, you're also going to have the this frame piece. The inside part does have framing on it, so that piece is extra, and I did use it in my cards, so you'll see it. And so you can make use of that piece. You're going to have some of the different other flower pieces left as well. You're going to have this piece here, this one here, and this flower right here. You're also going to have this, is it that one? Nope, sorry, this one. You're going to have this one left and this one left, as well as this piece right here. So I couldn't find those in any of the cards unless I made a mistake and missed them. I could not find any of those pieces in the cards that they showed the way to make them. Okay, so that's quite a few pieces that you'll have left over if you make the cards as shown in the instructions. Okay, all right, that said, we're going to make this one card as they show it so that you guys can see how to do it. But you can make these cards, of course, as they show them or other ways. And I'm going to show you the ones I made first. Are you? No, I'm not. I've got a cough drop in my mouth and I'm still dealing with some lungs and sinus stuff. But other than that, oh, you're having peppermint tea. I did not, I gave it to my son, unfortunately, which I guess is payback for him getting me sick before, but my husband managed to get away without getting it, so that was good for him. Okay, but he didn't give me his strep when he had it a couple months ago, so, or 4 months ago, or whatever that was. So I guess, you know, I didn't have to pay him back. Okay, so this piece, it fell out already, but we actually need it, so I'm going to put that there. So we also need, and it shows you here what pieces you need. So you also need, sorry, this piece from your vellum, which is so pretty. I love this piece. I'm not even a pink person, but that's really pretty. Okay, you also need the blue butterfly here, this darker one. And let's see, we need, oh, there it is. This flower with the blue flowers on it. And lastly, we need this piece right here. So it's just a bunch of ephemera that's all very vintagey, and so it's a really beautiful kit because you can do so much with it. Okay, so we're gonna make this card as shown, and then we're gonna do a layout together because I didn't get to do that part, and so I want to do that with you guys because I think it'd be super fun to do it that way this time. So we're doing this a little different than I normally do. Okay, so once you've got all your pieces, we also need, we also need a sentiment piece, and I think they use the little one. I still have some left over from my other kit too, but they use the little one, and they stamped for you on here. So I think I'm gonna stamp, what do I do with it? There it is. I think I'm gonna stamp thank you, but you can do for you if you want. Let's see, will it fit? I gotta check, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna use thank you because I need thank you cards, but yeah, for you will work as well. And if these little kind of paper pieces that stick out when you punch stuff out bother you, you can always really easily, if you have a sharp pair of scissors, just get those off. They drive me crazy. Is it just me? Raise your hand if they drive you crazy. All right, so we're going to, you can of course use any coordinating color to stamp with, but I'm going to use the one that it came with, which was pecan pie. And we're going to stamp thank you. Ta-da! Okay, I'm going to close that so that I don't get that anywhere. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and put this together. So this piece right here is going to go down first, and you can decide how you want to position it. They have it positioned like this, and you can use your tear and tape that comes in the kit, or you can use whatever adhesive you have. I'm going to use this, and we're just going to kind of put this a little bit above center. Just like that. And then we're going to take the pink piece, and we're going to add that over here to the side. So this is kind of just a collage style card. All these cards are. So it's really fun because you can just kind of put everything however you want. Now I'm going to actually put this down with some adhesive, but you're probably not going to see it because there's other stuff on top of it. So I'm just putting a little bit, and then I'm going to put this down. And then I'm going to take this one, and this one's going to kind of go over that. I don't want to cover up this pink flower though. So I think I'm going to do mine a little bit higher, maybe. Do I want to do that? Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to add that on. You know what? I just accidentally dropped that. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I feel like it's a little too high. Let's try that. Okay. And then there we go. I like that better. Okay, so I'm going to put that piece on. Now you can put dimensionals on any of these pieces that you like, but the way they have this one, that's all they've done. Okay, then we're going to take our butterfly. Now I do something special with my butterflies. I like to make it look like they're flying. Anybody else do this with their butterflies, especially after seeing me do it? Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of dimensionals, and I'm going to put them as far out on the wings as I possibly can. And then I'm going to take my green glue, and you can see I've just got that folded a little bit, really gently. And I'm going to add a little bit of green glue to the body. And then I'm going to put my butterfly down. And what's going to happen is I get a little bit of lift here from my dimensionals, but the body stays down, so it kind of looks like it's flying. I really love it. Okay, and then the same thing for our thank you sentiment. We're just going to add a couple of dimensionals. And we're just going to pop that up right there. Done. And there's your card. So as you can see, you can kind of pile any things together that you think are pretty, and it just makes this really cute collage style card. So this is the one that is shown as number 1 in the actual kit, if you want to make it as is. Now I'm going to show you my alternatives that I made, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things that you can do. Are you coming back? Are y'all going straight? Okay, I love you. Oh, okay. My husband is taking my son to, oh, by the way, y'all pray for my son, for those of you that pray. So for those of you that don't know, my son is finishing his last semester as a double major, aerospace engineer and mechanical engineer with a minor in mathematics. And he has his senior project, which also is part of so he works for one of the main professors. He's one of his lab guys. He does actual project stuff with him. Every year he's been doing that. And so they actually make stuff and then present it to the actual mechanical and aerospace engineering people out there in the world, like actual companies for these projects and for these things. And so they presented what they did this semester, and he's been leading the team this semester. They presented it, and it went over really well in the actual private sector. So super excited about that. And they decided to put it through a competition. So this weekend is the competition. Do you know what the competition's called? No. I don't either. Anyway, they're gonna be there doing the competition this weekend. So pray for him that all that goes well, because they have worked super hard on that. So anyway, okay. So what do you hate, Kathleen? You said I hate those things. What things? Okay. So anyway, let's do the alternative cards, because I want to talk to you guys a little bit about some of the stuff that you can do with the stamp set. So keep in mind that this stamp set has these beautiful images and all these different sentiments. Okay, so I made use of those images for sure with these cards. Are we ready? Here we go. So here's my first one. And I will tell you, this is one of the ones that I cut in half. So I do have extras. I was able to make 4 cards with this background and 4 with the blue one. So this one, as you can see, I used some of my pecan pie ink. On another one, I used Cajun Craze. It doesn't matter. Pecan pie is very close to a sepia ink. If you've ever seen a sepia ink where people use a color to make something look like it's old, it's basically the same tone. So you can use that using your daubers. And I just took, what did I do with my dauber? There it is. Hold on. So I just took my pecan pie. There it is. And I'll kind of show you on a piece of paper here. So I just take my pecan pie ink, it's still on there, and you just do this. And you can do as much or as little as you want. The more you go this way, the thicker it's going to be. And the more you go this way, the thinner it's going to be. Okay? So you just add that kind of look to your pieces. You can do it to all of your pieces. You can do it to just this outside part, whatever you want to do. So I did it to this and then my sentiment piece to make it pop. But as you can see, I just added a couple of different pieces, and I tried to stay in a color scheme. So I did pinks and oranges and yellows for this card. So there's that one. The other one I did for this one has the frame and the yellow piece. And then I made this little bookmark, an actual bookmark, by adding some twine to that one. And again, this time, not only did I rough the edges up, but I also added some of that stamped grid to just add a little extra to that card. Here's another one. These two I did with the Cajun Craze instead of pecan pie. So, because I wanted to pull out the color that was already in that background. And I did the same thing here and with Cajun Craze. So these are the 4 pink ones. And then this one, I didn't even add, this was all I had left when I got to the end. And I didn't even add a sentiment to the front because I just thought it was sweet and simple and could be used for anything. So I just did that. But I did add a piece of Cajun Craze that I'd run through an embossing folder on here just to give it a little more, because all I had was those 2 pieces left. Okay, so there's the 4 pink ones, or whatever color that is. Now let me show you the 4 blue ones. So I did this one first, again using pecan pie to age my paper. And I tried to stay in the blues and pinks with that one. It's kind of the same thing here. This one I actually used Pretty Peacock for my outside part and for my stamping, which I just added a little bit of extra stamping there. Again, I used the Pretty Peacock for this one, but I didn't do the edging. I only did the stamping, and I cut out a little butterfly. I stamped that and just fussy cut it and added a little piece of Lost Lagoon here. And on this one, I really wanted to play up the blue, so I pulled in a little piece of Designer Series paper from our color families and added that here too as well. And this I just stamped in black, just to pull on that black there. Okay, so those are the 4 blue cards. All right, then we have the 2 pink, the light pink, with the grid. So I have these, sorry, I said 2, I grabbed 3. That's not that one. Okay, so I have these 2 cards that I did with the pink. So this one I did with the pecan pie, but this one I did with bubble bath. So you can see what a difference that makes. This looks much more vintagey, and this one looks a little sweeter, like it's a little different, you know. Again, I pulled in a little bit of Designer Series paper here, and this piece I cut in 2, so it actually stops about here and then starts again. So I cut it in 2 to make it longer, just to give it more space on the card. But as you can see, I'm just making collages out of everything, however you want to do it. And then lastly, we have the beige, the basic beige ones. So here's the 2 basic beige. And this one I did with Cajun Craze, because there was a lot of Cajun Craze in the card pieces that I used. And this one I did with pecan pie, because it was going more in that direction. And I actually also took my not my blending brush, but my dauber, and very lightly added some extra coloring to the background of this one, just to give it some more depth. So you can do that too. And I stamped directly on the card base on this one as well. All right. Yes, this is a great kit. So again, I will say this kit is the Heirloom Arrangements kit, and it is awesome. So, because you can just do anything. So we have all these great pieces, and I want to make a layout. So I thought, let me grab some of these card bases. So we have some card bases. Move that out of the way. All right, so we are going to play with this. All right. Love you, babe. He's going to get my son. Okay, so I have a couple of options for our background. We don't actually have, or I don't think we have basic beige yet. I think it's coming out, but I don't, or I just haven't purchased it. Thank you, Kathy, for posting that. Okay. Excuse me. Those little bumps from punching the designs out of the page. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jeffrey. Okay. Okay. So, I do have Very Vanilla. I also have, this is the Crumb Cake 2-sided. So this is the 2-tone. Because this is lighter, which I kind of like, the light side. Or we can do straight up Crumb Cake, because I also have that. So you have the different options. which one do you guys think? Well, I guess I'll put this out here. This is actually, I noticed that the crumb cake printed is a little bit darker than this. And that's probably because crumb cake has actually got a lot of fibers in it that are different tones. And they can't really do that with printing, so it's a little bit different color. But it's not that different, I guess. So maybe just vanilla and crumb cake? I don't know. What do you guys think? For our background, I'm going to let you guys decide. What do you think? Vanilla or crumb cake for the background? Everybody join in. He's not having surgery till May. He decided to wait a bit till the school season was over, because he's super busy with school stuff right now. Okay. Uh-oh, it's buffering. I'm not having that problem. Okay, so I have no votes so far. You guys have to vote. All right, I have one vote for crumb cake. By the way, I did my nails like this for convention, and then you guys didn't get to see them last week, so I had her do it again. Aren't they cute? I love this. It's so cute. Actually, she added an extra little fun line on my ring finger too. But I thought this was so cute. There is glitter on them as usual, but I just thought this was so cute. Oh, my phone's doing that weird thing where it's trying to refocus. You think the vanilla looks better with... Well, I'm only going to do one color, so you have to pick. Either vanilla, so it'll either be vanilla or it'll be crumb cake. Now, I might use some crumb cake on the edges if I do the vanilla or something like that, but for the background, I need to pick between these two. So, pick one of those, if you will, Kathy. Hey, Jill. I'm hanging in there. I'm getting better. Okay, so right now, Pauline and Kathy and Jeffrey and Kathleen have said crumb cake. Oh, and Flo, that's 5. Martha says vanilla. Kathy Sanford. Okay, so I think we're going to go with crumb cake, because that seems to be the going decision. All right, so we've got crumb cake. And what I'm going to do, actually, if you guys have never done this, this is kind of fun to do. So you could use crumb cake or you could use pecan pie. I'm actually going to use pecan pie for this. And I am going to, and I am wearing this out, so I'll probably switch it out after this project, but I'm going to go ahead and add now, one of the things I like about doing this is to not have it to be completely even. So you want some places where you've come in a little bit more than others. It feels a little more real. If everything's perfect, it's just kind of like, well, how did that happen? Right? So don't make it too perfect is what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to go ahead and just distress all of my edges. I need to check. Do we have basic beige in 12 by 12? I don't think we have it yet. It may be in the new catalog though. And if we did have it, for some reason I forgot to buy it, which is odd for me. Okay, so intentionally make certain spots have a little more, and if you feel like you need more, you can come back in and do something, some more somewhere. Because it's just, it's never perfect. Like, it's just, if you look at an old page that's got this kind of wear and stuff on it, and it will lighten up a little bit, by the way, as it dries. It's not going to be perfect. So it looks better if you make it less perfect. Which seems wrong, but it's the truth. Okay. In an ink pad. You looked really quickly and you thought I'd stuck them in an ink pad. Wait, what? You mean my nails? Is that what you're talking about? I bet that's what you're talking about. Yes, it does. Well, like I said, pecan pie actually works as a sepia type ink for any color. It'll look good on pretty much anything. So, because it's got that sepia tone to it. So it just gives an aged look no matter what. So it's really great if you ever want to make something look vintagey, just use your pecan pie ink on it like this, no matter what color it is, and it'll help out with that aged look. Okay. So you might notice I'm doing different things as I go around. I'm not doing it all exactly the same. I kind of hit it in different ways too, just to try to give that variety. Okay, so there's our 2 pages. We'll put that aside for right now. All right, so here's 2 pages ready to go. All right, so we have our card bases, which I can leave whole or I can cut. I haven't decided what I want to do with that. And I might even add go ahead and use the backs of these. So I'm thinking of doing kind of a collage style here as well, but I'm not positive if I want to do that or not. What do you guys think? Kind of a collage feel on my scrapbook page. And let's see, do I have any deckled rectangles? Let's go with this. I like the deckled rectangles because they have that torn feel, and I know they're retired, so I apologize for that, but I do have one here that's in the pecan pie already. So if I make a white one to go on the inside, is it this one? Yeah, it's that one. For my place to write. Then again, you have a lot of space to write around, so it could just be a picture spot. Maybe we'll just do that. Look at this. All right. Pecan pie is a great color. Yes, it is wonderful. Okay, let's see what we want to play with here. We've got lots of big pieces. It's so hard to decide too because there's so many great ones. I like this with the butterflies on it. I think I want to use that somewhere. Let's see. If you guys see something, just yell it out. And I'll try to look up as often as possible. I don't normally go for roses, but that's so pretty. Maybe this one. I'm also not a big pink person, but again, we're trying new stuff, right? So let's see what else. I do really like this one. I might use this one, and I like this sepia look on this little ticket. See what I'm saying? I'm just kind of collaging it, like try to figure out what you like. So I love this little bookmark, which I used on the other one. So I think I'm going to try to use that here somehow. Not sure. I'm not sure where. Maybe over here. And we're definitely going to be using some of the butterflies. So I'm going to set those right there. And then we've got this last little one here. I really do like all the sepia ones because that really pulls on the rest of the pieces that we have. Maybe some more green. I think I'll grab, well, let's see, we've still got all of our greenery that we can add. I like the shape of this. Let me change where this is. So I'm kind of leaving a spot open here because I was thinking I would put a title there. And let's see, floral pieces. I like that. And that maybe. We also have a lot of blue, so I'm trying to find a way to pull in blue. Where's that other flower that has the blue? Oh, we used it already. That's fine. This one has blue in it. So maybe we can find a way to pull that in. Maybe with my title. Something like that. That pulls some yellow back in too. What do you guys think? Anybody see anything that really sticks out? You like the vellum pieces? Yeah, they're pretty. In fact, I think maybe I should use this one. This one's got that Cajun craze feel in it. I might cut it even. I just use part of it. What do you guys think? Is it looking good? Now, of course, we have no photos on here yet. Photos will go in the different places. I can even put a photo here, probably something small if I want to, or I can leave that as just like ephemera that's super cute, right? And I still have my butterflies, so I need to add those as well. But I think I'm going to start with this. So I need to lay some of this down before I get really lost. So I'm going to add my adhesive here. I'll try to get this straight, hopefully. All right. I like the overlapping of things. It looks really cool. So we're gonna try to, I think I'm gonna cut this off. Maybe make use of it elsewhere. Or I may just have two pieces coming out. Whoops, that one got flipped over. Yeah. That. So when I overlap things with a photo, I don't put any adhesive there. That way I can tuck up under if I want to. And it just makes it, ooh, I put that over too far. Hold on. Little chiseler to the rescue. Okay. We're going to move all of this over just a little bit. Oh, okay. That whole thing. There we go. All right. Whoops. Hello, how are you, Meryl? Whoops. Didn't get that down all the way. Okay, there we go. All right, and then we've got our little bookmark piece. Over here. Okay, and our last little piece, this little one, I'm gonna leave no adhesive here because if I want to tuck a picture under there, I can. I don't have to, but it leaves me the option to. Okay, and then this side, let's put this piece down. I think I'm gonna turn it this way. Does that look straight? Oh yeah, it's a great kit. From a crop? Oh my gosh, okay. So I'm going to add this piece here. We're going to do, it doesn't really matter if it's upside down or not because that's kind of the point of this. Nothing really is upside down when you're doing something like this. It's like all these are going in different directions, so. It's funny that I happen to have this pecan pie piece in there. I'm glad I did. And I'm gonna do, let's see, how did we have that? Was it like that? Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add adhesive to this. And I'm gonna tuck it with it. So it's just gonna hold on to it basically. And that way I can put photos under this really easily. Oh, maybe not that far. There we go. A little overlap works too. All right, we're gonna add this piece here. So I'm just gonna add adhesive on this side in case I want to tuck a photo underneath. It may not work out that way, but, and then add this one here. Okay, so that's what I have so far, which I like. Okay, let's add some butterflies. I definitely think I want to add this one. And I think this one. I think I'm going to stay away from the little pastel butterflies. I'll use those on the cards. I think I'm going to use, because these kind of go more with those. So I think I want to use these. Do I want to put this over here? Yeah, probably. Okay, so since we have all these butterflies right here, I'm going to put them on this side. And I am going to, I can always add dimensionals to this if I want to, but for right now, I'm not going to. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the body and leave these propped. They'll get squished in the thing, and that's fine, but they have the ability to pop up is the point. And if I want to put dimensionals under there, I can. I kind of like this as is. I'm worried to add too much, but let me see. Is there anything else you guys see that you think I need to add? Got some more vellum pieces. I feel like it's super cute. It's, you know what? I know you think it's intimidating, but as soon as you start playing with it, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. It does, you can't go wrong. Like, I mean, anything you do is going to be cute. So, like, look, I just threw that together and it's cute. I think I'm good. I think I'm going to save the rest of this for cards. So I think I can add a title to this and I'm done. Okay, one of the things I could do to this is I could add some of the check pieces, so I may do that in a few places. If I feel like I want to go under one of these pieces, I'll use my lifter to lift it, and then I'll stamp underneath that. But I probably will add a little bit of that to this, and then I'll add a title over here. But I mean, how cute is this, right? So cute. So basically, I approached this the same way that you approach the cards themselves. And I know on camera, these don't look like they're that different in color, but this is a very light pink and this is a light beige, just so you know. I just approached it the same way as kind of that collage feel. And so I can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, probably up to 8 photos on here. And I don't even have to have them be directly on a photo mat area. Like, they could be off to the side. It doesn't even matter. I could put a photo here instead of putting a title. It doesn't really matter. That's kind of the fun of this one, is that you've just got that fun collage feel. So I think you guys are going to love this kit. If you haven't already gotten it, I highly recommend it. Just go to shamelessstamper.com, click on shop, and go to kit collections in the pull down menu. It's called Heirloom Arrangements. And Kathy did post the number up here in the comments. I will repost it just so that if you don't have it, you don't have to go looking for it. And oops, that is not what I meant to do. Okay, so an old magazine, like an old catalog magazine, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's so much fun, you guys. You guys are going to love it. I really encourage you to play with this kit. I think that you'll love playing with it. So I love this. Look what we did. I mean, I think this is gorgeous. So there you have it, folks. All right, so I'm going to do quick announcements, and then we will do the drawing for free stuff. So if you have not commented already, be sure to comment while I'm doing the super quick announcements, because you're going to want to get free stuff, right? Okay. So we do have a new catalog coming out, you guys. I do want to let you know about that. Here is the new annual catalog coming out in May. If you need the new annual catalog, please let me know by texting me, hey, I need the new annual catalog, and I'll get it out to you sometime in, I think, late April is when I'm going to be able to get these out to you for sure. So, so this is coming up. So this starts in May. None of this goes live until then, unless you're a demonstrator. If you're a demonstrator, you can get some of the items now. So that's really nice. And like an old ladies' home journal. Yeah, that's what I was thinking you might be saying. So let me know if you need one of those. Also, my May card class is still open through the 7th. So registration closes on the 7th if you're interested in the May card class. This is a super cute class, you guys. We're going to be using the Peekaboo Forest stamps. If you happen to get the Peekaboo Farm, this is the same style and coordinates with that. It is an older set, and so we don't have it anymore, but if you already purchased it, the Peekaboo Farm, this will coordinate with that. So this is Peekaboo Forest, and so it has a little bear, it could be a porcupine or a hedgehog, I think, either way. And you also have a little raccoon. And, of course, your little woodpecker, which is cute. And then the pieces to make your tree, which is awesome. So, and then you can buy the die set that coordinates. If you get them together, you save 10%. And so you have all the little guys that have a little tab for helping you put them in the tree. You've got the tree piece that cuts out the hole. All kinds of stuff. It is so adorable. And even some little cut opening pieces for your tree part. So I'll show you that in the cards. Are you guys ready? Here you go. So here's the first one. And this one is a fun little pull card. And the little hedgehog or whatever, porcupine, whatever he is, whatever you think he is. I think he's a hedgehog. The little hedgehog pops up in the tree. So isn't that cute? Now, the little pull stamp is not in this set. However, if you want it, you can get it. It is in the, oh shoot, what's it called? Hold on. Oh, I forgot what it's called. I have to look it up for you guys, but you can get that set. If you need to know, let me know. However, you can also just write pull on there. It doesn't have to be a stamp if you don't want it to be. Or you could just put a little arrow. That works too. Or attach a little ribbon, you know, whatever you want to do. So I love this little guy. I think he's so cute. And so we have a pull card. Here, I'll leave it open so you can see him. He's so cute. All right. We've got a happy birthday card here. Also, guys, you could totally make this a Father's Day card. Any of these that you wanted to would be really great for a Father's Day card, especially I think this one. So you just, you know, stamp Happy Father's Day there instead. We've got a really great set right now for that as well. So if anybody needs to know about that one, let me know. So anyway, this one is so super cute. I just love the little bear and the raccoon. And you can color them different ways, which is super fun. We've got You're So Kind. Look at that. Oh, there's those little tree pieces or whatever. You can use them for the bushes or the trees. Aren't they so cute, you guys? I love these. They're so adorable. And then finally, the piece de resistance is our fun fold that opens up and gives us a full big tree with the little raccoon. Every animal on this one. Isn't that adorable? So cute. I love these cards, you guys. So if you're interested in signing up for this class, be sure to do so by the 7th because I will be closing it on the 7th and you won't be able to sign up after that. Then, for those of you that scrapbook, I made the cutest little layout for you guys. Okay, here we go. You ready? Here it comes. Ta-da! Now, I put nature here because that's what I want to use it for. But if you guys want it to say something else, by all means, as somebody's name or spring or whatever, just let me know when you sign up and I can cut whatever word you want me to say there. Obviously, it can't be much longer than like 7 letters, but you guys get the idea, right? Okay. So I love how this turned out. I think it is so cute. So I hope you guys, you like it. I'm glad you like it. So that is the Peekaboo Forest class for May. Thanks. I'm glad you like it. Yep, so my class, as always, if you're interested in the class, all the information is on the flyer. So just let me know and I can text it to you. You can get the kits for free with purchase, or you can buy the kits outright. Either way is fine. My team, I do give them a discount on the kit when they have a certain amount in sales as well. So that's something I do for my team. But anyway, point being, you can either pay for the kits or you can get them free with a qualifying purchase. All that information is here on the flyer. So just ask me to send it to you and I will. Also, we have coming up the annual paper share. We also have the In Color club, but I have not gotten that set up yet. So just know that it's coming. If you want to do In Color club again, like we did last year, I will be doing that as well. Hopefully I will get that done and set up this weekend to get it posted. So the annual catalog, there are 6 new paper packs with the annual catalog, plus the 6 color family paper packs. And if you guys are wondering what that is, our color families, we always have designer series paper in all of them. You get 4 new designs that come in all of our colors every year in the color families. And so you can add that pack on as well. There's also an embellishment share pack you can add on. And then we have a couple of stamp sets that we're using that are new, that are sentiment sets. The first one, wait, see, do I have both of them? Hold on, let me grab the one that I have for sure. Is called The Right Words. And so this has a bunch of sweet sentiments on it. So many great ones. It says, but just know how much I love and care about you. I wish I had the right words for a time like this. So these can go together. I know a good thing when I see it, and I see lots of good things in you. Excuse me. It also has the I really don't like that you're leaving, but I hope you love where you're going, which is a sentiment I don't think we often see in the set, so I really like they had that. Sending good vibes to someone we're celebrating every single day, and happy birthday does coordinate with that one, so that's nice. Thanks so much for thinking of me. You've also got the happy birthday. Hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories, so that one's great. Thinking of you, forever loved, forever remembered. I miss you already. And then you've got a lot, so you can use that one with the thinking of you. And the you're so kind. So lots of really great sentiments in this one. And then there's a ton of great sentiments in the beautiful motifs, which I don't have yet. So when that one comes in, it's on its way here. I will be showing you that one. That one also has a bundle price because it does have a die set that coordinates with it. So you can, as always, get the I Want It All, which gets you all of the add-ons and the main set and everything. Of course, with my paper share party, you're going to get 6 card kits, plus the 3 free gifts, plus prizes, plus all the things, right? Like always. So I do give when I do these paper shares. So it's a really great price for everybody. And so hopefully you enjoy this. So if you're interested in any of these things or have questions, feel free to ask me. Make sure you're registered by May 2nd. So you've got a little over a month for signing up for this. And that will be the cutoff for the paper share. Okay. Also, quick reminder, we have new Piper Pumpkin stuff coming out. I hadn't planned to talk about this every month, but I do want you guys to know that the new stuff is out for April, May, and June. So when you sign up, you've got new kits to be looking at. The May one is going to be Father's Day related or masculine in general. And so these all 3 look amazing. I'm super excited. for all of these. This one is going to coordinate with all of the, wait, let's see, is this the one? No, sorry, this one is the alcohol ink design. This one coordinates with the floral charm suite, which is awesome. And then we also have, of course, the add-on dies that you can purchase if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. Last but not least, if you would like to receive my creative inspiration calendar totally for free, all you need to do is sign up for my email list by texting me your email, and then you will get this on or around the 25th of the month. Yes, it already went out for this month, and yes, there's a mistake on it. I accidentally put Easter down here. I put the bunny in the right place. Don't ask me. I've been sick, y'all. It's supposed to be on the 20th, so just make a little arrow. I apologize. I have no idea how I did that. But every one of these calendars shows you when my Facebook Lives are, and then all the other days have a creative prompt. So you can do something creative every day. And I hope you guys really enjoy this and use them. Okay, you almost missed. So sorry. Thank you, Meryl. What is the name of the newest Paper Pumpkin dies? Oh, it is Hugs a Bloom. Hugs a Bloom. Yep. Okay. So that is all of the announcements, and that means it is now time for the drawing. So if I can get a drum roll, please, I will put out some goodies. No drum roll? No goodies? Yes, I am going to do a live on Easter. I know, I'm crazy, right? Well, I feel bad because, you guys, I've had such a crazy month this month. I didn't want to deny you. We don't go anywhere special on Easter other than, you know, church. So, and church is over by then anyway, so. We used to when the kids were little, but we don't anymore. So. What did I put on there for Easter? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, it's Scrapbook Sunday. That's right. Okay, I finally got a drum roll. Yeah, I had a couple people text me and be like, you have a mistake. Like, sorry. Oops. Okay, so we have the stamp set from today's kit. This is the Heirloom Arrangements. This is my extra one. Don't worry, it's not mine. I'm keeping mine. So this is the extra one. Whoops, it fell back down. All right, so I'm going to put that up there. I've also got the Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green foil paper. We've also got Refreshed Beauty Designer Series paper. These are sample packs. I also have a pack of beachy stuff. So these are die cuts, some washed, watercolor washed things, and some Designer Series papers that are all beachy in theme. And so if you'd like that, I have that little pack. I've also got blocks in their D size. I've got the Pick 4 ink spots, and of course, as always, the little chiseler. This is not a Stampin' Up! Product, but if you would like this, I do buy them in bulk from the little chiseler company and pass the savings on to you. So you can purchase them from me for just $2 or get them free in the drawing. And for the ink spots, you can pick 4 colors from all the colors I have available. So I will send you a list and you just pick whichever 4 colors you want. Okay. So obviously we did not do this last week as intended. We are doing this on a different date. So I'm going to switch this out. And we'll have to switch that one too. I can't think of what next week is. Is it the 4th? Yep. Okay. So that'll be on 4/4. All right. So I will do one drawing live and then one next week. And I'm going to grab this one here from a couple of weeks ago. And we're going to draw that one. Okay. So, you guys ready? I'm going to take the link from this video if I can. What's going on? Uh-oh, my computer's being silly. Hold on, technical difficulties. Bear with me. Huh. Okay. It's being really funny. Okay. Is y'all's being funny or is it just mine? I think it's my computer. It probably needs to be shut down and restarted. Okay. So I'm going to get all the comments from this video. And I'm going to hit start. And our winner for today is Ruthie. Congratulations, Ruthie Westaway. Please pick a prize and put it in the comments. And then I'm going to come over here to our live tab to see the video from the 7th, which was, what was that? That was the fun fold, the flower fold. Did you guys watch that? Because it's so cute. I love how that turned out. So I'm going to take that link and we're going to pop that in here in the random Facebook comment picker. Such an awesome website. What would I do without it? Okay. And got all those comments. Oops. And I'm going to hit start. And our winner from that video is Sue Somerville. So congratulations to Sue. I didn't see her on today. But Sue, if you watch this, you're a winner. So please let me know. I'll try to text her. Okay, so Ruthie would like the Refreshed Beauty paper. Awesome. Got it. And I will let Sue know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this today. It is my hope that if you haven't already purchased this kit, that you will give it a try, because I personally think, excuse me, this is a great kit for stretching your creativeness, because you can do them exactly as it shows, but you can do them however you want, which means there's infinite examples of ways to make this kit. And so it's my hope that you guys will give it a try. And please, 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 when you do your cards, post pictures. I would love to see pictures, especially if you do alternate designs. I would just absolutely love to see what you guys come up with. So definitely post pictures. And if you're too shy to post them online, then feel free to text them to me. That works as well. I'd love to see them. I won't post them if you don't want me to. That's fine. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today. And I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow and Sunday at 2 p.m. Central for more creative inspiration. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday and rest of your weekend. God bless.